season, as we've got a good one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this will not be returnable. Out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Check 43. Yellow.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a throw here to his running back. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Herbert now. He's got room past the 30. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Khalil Mack. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround What is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full play.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Going deep here for Allen. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Charger football to start quarter number 2. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Touchdown! Austin Eckler, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Being chased out left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now it's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Room here to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game, because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Here's Mahomes to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this...
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Herbert.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. A diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Again, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He gets this to Thornton, and he'll be out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Austin Eckler
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now it's Mahomes again. Quickly to Kelsey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Here's Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's going to sling this deep downfield.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, and that'll bring up second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going up top. Touchdown, LA! Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 14. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They'll run it with Jones. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Herbert on first down now. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw. Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are on their way to a 2-0 start. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football.